Alright kids, a lot has happened in the past week regarding the future of Animal Jam. Boy oh boy, is it going to be difficult to make this video because every time I say Animal Jam, I don't even know which game I'm talking about. If you're watching this and you're thinking, shooby-dooby-doo, what the heck are you talking about? Animal Jam is getting a name change! And I still don't know which game I'm talking about. Last week, Animal Jam posted on their Instagram account about their upcoming 10-year anniversary. Pretty epic if you ask me. But in that post, they mentioned taking steps to promote a migration of players from what was previously Animal Jam and is now Animal Jam Classic into Animal Jam Play Wild that is now taking on the name of Animal Jam. I know it's confusing, but that news is sort of in the past at this point. What I want to know, and what I'm sure a lot of other original players want to know, is what does this mean for the future of Animal Jam Classic? In other terms, after all of the movements that Animal Jam is planning to undergo with the promotion of what was formerly known as Animal Jam Play Wild, can Animal Jam Classic be saved from this? I know, it's kind of sad to think of your childhood game shutting down, but it's an honest concern. Flash Player Shutdown in the new Animal Jam app. Animal Jam Classic runs or ran on a platform known as Adobe Flash Player. The platform allowed the game to run online through a website. Adobe announced that they would no longer support the development of Flash Player and that the full support would end on December 31st, 2020. With the lack of Adobe Flash, many online games have had to resort to the decision of shutting down completely. To fight their side of the battle with this event, however, Wildworks created the desktop application that allowed players to continue to play Animal Jam Classic without the original website platform. It's a great solution to the dilemma, actually. The task requires only a few clicks of a download button from their website and running the application. From there, you would log on as normal and be on your way into Jamal. But here's the problem with everything I just stated. Animal Jam's main audience is around maybe 7 to 13-year-olds. The game is directed at children, something to consider when having to download an application as opposed to logging in then and there on said website is, will kids actually know that they need to download a program to play the game? Roblox is a downloadable game. Wizard 101 is a downloadable game. I'm not saying that it isn't possible for maybe older children to be smart enough to install it on their computers, but would a 7-year-old? Would they think to download the app or would they lose interest right away and go look for another game? Think about it. Animal Jam Play Wild, I'm just going to refer to the games with their original names for the purpose of this video, but Play Wild has a much easier gate to attracting younger players. It is more likely that a child has a tablet of sorts to play Animal Jam Play Wild than that of a computer to play Animal Jam. Updates and relevance. I think Play Wild gets more updates in a month than Animal Jam has in probably 6. Those aren't actual facts, just an exaggeration, but it definitely feels that way. Of course, now it all makes sense. Wildworks has been trying to update Play Wild with tons of fun new features because they were planning on making it the main, face of their company. Attention span and game presentation. With a lack of update to the game itself, besides new items and a new animal every once in a while, it's easy to see how players' interests have dwindled over the years, especially the older kids, who may not have the time they had when they began their social media pages all those years ago. Another reason as to why Play Wild will probably pick up more speed as time goes on. Play Wild's appearance is much brighter in comparison to Animal Jam. Animal Jam, though colorful, shares darker, less saturated colors in their outlook. Play Wild, on the other hand, is much higher on the color scale, sometimes even becoming unrealistic. Surprisingly, the same goes for the animal actions. Looking between the two snow leopards, one from Animal Jam and the other Play Wild, look at the difference between the animations. Which one of these looks more kid-appealing to you? Sure, it could be based on opinion, but the Play Wild leopard definitely looks more fun and lively compared to the Animal Jam leopard. The all-time question, can it be saved? I love Animal Jam with my whole heart, and I'm not trying to bash on the game or the company, but it's subtle things like these that you notice when there seems to be a lack of attention towards one game. Think of it this way. Animal Jam Classic is the older sibling who's worked for everything they have. Animal Jam Play Wild is the younger sibling who sort of has had everything laid out or given to them because of their older sibling. Eventually, the older sibling will go off into the world and live a different life, while the younger sibling will stay at home and continue down the paved path. Do you see what I'm trying to say? That last part was a bit strange. But when Animal Jam Classic's time does come, it will have left a great reputation for Animal Jam Play Wild's future. Do I think that Animal Jam Classic will shut down anytime soon? No. Do I think it will shut down eventually? Probably, yeah. But as long as the game continues to make money from memberships and kids continue to play however they may, Wildworks has no reason to shut down their beloved game. There's always room for improvement, and maybe once the developers have reached a good place in Play Wild, they'll show some TLC to Animal Jam Classic. What do you think of everything that has happened in the community this past week? I know it's been pretty crazy. Leave your questions and suggestions below in the comments. I'm curious to know. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos like this one. See you around, kids!